the solution for humanity.
Peace TV English, the solution for humanity.
Deserves Nobel Prize. Who is the most famous name in the world? They gave the name of John and Mary and Muhammad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala simply said in the Quran, وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. Just 1400 years ago, and just few years back, it was announced on American TVs that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the most famous name in the world. But I said that this was not a shocking news at all. We mentioned one criteria is that for the benefit of mankind. So the more benefit to mankind, the more liable that this person would take the prize. Look at this person who spent some years of his life fighting poverty by different ways. One of his techniques is that he promoted fighting poverty by fasting. Look at this element. Muslims fast a month per year. And when we fast, the average number of daily meals, daily and night meals, is 2 instead of 3. In other words, we are saving 1 meal per day in Ramadan. And if the number of the Muslims who fast Ramadan reaches 500 million Muslims, this is the half number of the Muslims all over the world, that means per day we are saving 500 million meals per day. In other words, we can save the lives of 500 million people every day in Ramadan for a whole month, 30 days. Just by thinking of the benefits of Ramadan that can help humanity, let alone the huge number of Muslims that fast Mondays and Thursdays, let alone the Muslims who fast the 6 days of Shawwal and the 10 days of the Hijjah. And by saving this money, by saving these meals, we can use it to save other human beings who die from hunger every day in the globe. This person that I'm talking about, he was promoting this culture of saving other human lives by saving one meal per day. And most importantly, when we fast, we start having empathy with the people who feels hungry. Empathy. Without this empathy, you would not share your food or your money with others. Because almost when you are satisfied, you don't feel the bitterness of hunger on your stomach. That's why you don't have the empathy. On the other side, you see that the Muslims, even the poorest Muslim in the world, because they see the effect of hunger on them, they share empathy and they share their food with others. Imagine, this is the house of the Prophet ﷺ, who never slept with money in his house. He never slept with money in his house. Before he sleeps, all the time he would ask one of his wives or children and would ask, do we have any money? If yes, so he would ask them to spend it on the poor before he sleeps. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That person that I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention his name. I'm quite sure that the majority of us would guess him or know his name before I finally mention it directly. He used to promote the most successful formulas of healthy lifestyle. Nowadays, in the last 10, 20 years, every country, every doctor, every educated person talks about promoting healthy lifestyle. The whole world. This person I'm talking about, that he promoted this healthy lifestyle 1400 years ago. One of his sayings, when you are hungry, eat. And when you eat, don't make your stomach full. All the time, don't make it full. This is his formula of keeping healthy lifestyle. 1400 years ago, try to imagine, had the people of the world would have been following his teachings, what would happen as a result of following these formulas? And he said that even if you have to eat for whatever reason, you are invited to a banquet or whatever reason that you have to eat, he said that 1/3 is for the food, 1/3 is for the drink, and 1/3 is for breathing. And I'm quite sure that most of the people, when they eat nowadays, they take the 3/3 for the food, and they leave nothing for the water and nothing for breathing. That's why they die immediately after they finish their banquet. A lot of people kill themselves by eating too much, and then they would pay more and more to doctors who treat them. This was his approach to deal with the many problems that happen to our bodies. And he simply said that most of these problems that happen to our bodies is because of the stomach. This is the house for diseases. This is where diseases come from, the stomach, where you eat unhealthy food, or you eat too much, or you eat such and such. Again, I'm quite sure that you're guessing whom I'm talking about. Another quality of this person is that his organization ability, the way he organizes things, it exceeded expectation. Try to imagine that he organized the Muslims in their prayers, standing in these straight lines while he is in his grave. All Muslims in the world, everywhere in the world, they are following his instructions and they're keeping the lines straight according to his own teaching. And you can see by yourself, if you visited Mecca or even watched it on the TV, you can see on Masjid al-Haram, just 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes before the call of prayer is made. Observe the scene. Everybody is going into a different direction. Everyone is going to a different direction. And all of a sudden, when the call for prayer happens, you find 250,000 people are standing in lines more organized than any army in the world because of the instructions of that person for the benefit of humanity. And you can continue talking about his organization abilities in such a way that's endless way. Again, compare the winners of Nobel Prize with a person who promoted scientific research in medicine, and by cultivating the culture of hope in the hearts of every sick human being. When he said, لِكُلِّ دَاءٍ دَوَاءٍ, for every disease there is a medicine. And it is your job as human beings, instead of inventing weapons and killing each other, use your power to think of or to do research in medicine, because God made medicine for every disease without our effort. And in this way, he encouraged every human being to exert an effort. So we still have hope to have medicine for cancer, to have medicine for epilepsy, to have medicine for any disease in the world, according to the statement of that great person. So he raised the level of hope in the heart of every sick person that there may be an invention that would happen to cure him or her from a disease.
The value of money in the hereafter will be measured by its proper use in the present.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي يوم لا بيع فيه ولا خلة ولا شفاعة.
According to the glorious Quran, one of the best ways to use your money is to spend it in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by spreading His message of Islam. Peace TV is a non-profit Islamic satellite television channel that is primarily dedicated for just that cause, the proper presentation of Islam. It's a great choice to invest in it and a golden opportunity to purify your wealth in a way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Support Peace TV. Send your zakat and donations to IRFI Al Ryan Bank, 47 Calthorpe Road, Birmingham, UK, B151TH. Pound account number 011-32301. IBAN GB49ARAY 30008301 132301. Sort code 300083. Swift BIC code ARAY GB22. Please confirm your contribution at support@peacetv.tv.
Support Peace TV, the solution for humanity.
Where truth is hidden, misleading quotations create confusion. Where truth is hidden, lack of knowledge and wisdom cause upheaval and commotion. Where truth is hidden, manipulated scriptures and twisted facts emerge. This very hidden truth creates false propaganda, mayhem, chaos, disorder, and turmoil in our lives and the world order. But is there anyone with courage and wisdom? What is the truth, and who has the courage to expose it? Because it's your right to know the truth.
Watch truth prevail and lies perish in Truth Exposed by Dr. Zakir Naik. Every Sunday to Friday at 9 p.m. and repeat telecast at 7:30 a.m. UK on Peace TV.
Look at the winners of this Nobel Prize and compare them with the person who established the culture of education 1400 years ago and the importance of seeking knowledge by beginning his evolution effect on humanity, not a revolution effect on humanity, by Iqra, read and recite, and he guided people to which type of education that they should begin with. It's not the secular education to begin with. This is something may be good in some cases, but it doesn't come in the beginning. What should come in the beginning is Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. So he directed the direction of humanity that the reading first should be towards knowing the Creator first and knowing the God of this universe before you step into other sciences. Compare the winners of this prize with a person who fought racism and the evil of racism, that almost everyone in the world suffers from it. Most of the wars that happen in the world is because of this racism. As people think that they are more superior than others. The Pakistani may think that they are more superior than the Bengali. And the Bengali may think that they are more superior than the Chinese. And the Chinese may think that they are more superior than the American. And the Americans are more superior than the Indians. And the Arabs are more superior than the Persian. And the Persian, and almost most of the problems that cause war goes back to racism. And this person spent quite an amount of his lifetime to fight this disease of racism by saying from the very beginning, there is no difference, لا فرق لعربي على أعجمي إلا بالتقوى. There is no difference between an Arab, simply because he was an Arab, and a non-Arab in the eye of Allah except by taqwa. This is the criterion that Allah judges by. And his strategy to kill this ego in ourselves, the feeling that we are superior than others, because this is the source of the problems. He said, hey, listen, all of you, sons of Adam, all of you are children of Adam. And this Adam was created from the earth. Just by telling people that the source of racism is that when you think that you are superior because of your wealth, because of your inventions, because of your intelligence, no matter who you are and what you possess and what you have and how many achievements have you done in this life, it doesn't matter. All of you are children of Adam, and Adam was created from the earth. All of you, no exception. And in this way, why should I feel more superior than others? I am from the earth, he's from the earth, she's from the earth, everybody's from the earth. Jesus is from the earth, Muhammad is from the earth, all of them are from the earth. So why feel superior on others? Just solving the main problems of humanity, the main causes that cause problems. He was working on this. This is the real type of leadership. Try to imagine this feeling of superiority was responsible for the death of 20 millions in the First World War and 50 millions in the Second World War, because of some countries had the feeling of superiority above others. We are more superior than you, so we need to control you, and we would be responsible for you. It's only we who should lead the world, and you should not be leading. You should all the time be slaves, and we only are the masters. 80 million human beings died mainly because of this disease of racism. A leader compared the winners with a leader who promoted the concept of go green. Everybody in the world now saying that let's go green. We need more green areas of land. 1400 years ago, he was promoting this concept. 1400 years ago, he was promoting the concept of making the earth green, because this helps us breathe well, eat well, live a healthy life, and he was promoting this healthy life. And now the environmentalists are shocked to hear that someone in the desert of Arabia was talking about these issues. To the level that, as you know, in times of wars, all the leaders of the world violate the rules of peace. So they kill the innocents, they destroy the lands, destroy the plants and the cultivation, to the degree that he said, even if you are at war with another country or another nation or another army, you're not allowed to cut a tree. Even higher than this, if the day of resurrection and the hour happen and you have a bush in your hand and you are about to plant it, and if the terror of and the horror of this hour begins and you start seeing it by yourself, and if you can plant it before you die, do it before you die. Nobody on the earth would benefit from it, because we know that the whole earth will be destroyed, but still he invites people to cultivate the earth even before they die. A leader who fought these diseases, especially the epidemic diseases, by the regulations that he made. Whenever you are in a place and you have the epidemic and the disease is spreading and it is contagious, don't leave that place. And the whole concept of fighting these epidemics nowadays, according to doctors, they say that there is nothing more effective in fighting these diseases unless you try to put it in an area instead of disseminating it to other areas. This was his idea 1400 years ago. A person who would have saved the whole world from this swine flu by these instructions. He would have saved a lot of human lives that died because of this, because he was one of the first people who believed in prevention is better than cure, and he was applying it. An important principle in medicine. Every doctor knows that. Every educated person knows that. And he did this 1400 years ago. A person who cultivated the spirit of hope, the culture of hope in all humans who are despair, by teaching them, لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إنه يغفر الذنوب جميعا. Don't even despair in the mercy of Allah. Don't lose hope at any time, because He forgives all the sins. A person who is explaining the real peace, the meaning of peace, the name of the conference that we are in, by teaching people that the essence of peace is that you let people live in peace. You don't harm people by your hand or by even your tongue, let alone by your weapons and by your wealth and by your power. By saying, Al-Muslim, man salim al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. The true Muslims who surrenders himself to God to live in peace is the one who makes people are safe from his tongue, from his sayings, from talking about him or her, from gossiping, and making the people safe from his hand that punishes, that kills, that tortures. To the level that he spread the culture, if you kill an innocent person, it's considered by God as if you have killed all human beings on the earth. One person, as if you have killed all humans on the earth. What a crime. A person or a leader who taught humanity and benefited humanity by this, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Whoever does anything that's positive, even it weighs a grain of tiny, small seed, he will see the reward of this by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whoever does anything that's evil, that's bad, even if it is tiny and small, he will see the compensation for that. These are some of the teachings of this person. By the way, he did not need any single prize. He did not even need people to nominate him to Nobel's Prize or any other prize in the world. He even did not apply, or his followers did not apply for a prize for him, because he knew, and everybody knew, that it is the creator of the heavens and the earth who gave him the best prize on the earth by saying, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We have not sent you except to be the mercy for all human beings. I'm quite sure that all of you know who is that person. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.